Hello, and welcome back to Into the Sandlerverse, Sand and Unlovable Sandler with Oak and V. I'm Oak.
I'm V.
V, would you like to take it away?
I am drowning. There is no sign of land. You are coming down with me. Sand and unlovable Sandler, and I hope you die. I hope we both die. I wrote that.
Thank you, V. That was a beautiful song, original.
Original, do not copy.
Do not steal. Yeah. So today we're talking about Happy Gilmore, 1996. Directed by, I should have had this up already. Directed by Dennis Dugan and written by Tim Hurley again and Adam Sandler again. V, what'd you think of fucking Happy Gilmore?
I miss Billy Madison. I was so bored.
I will
I
say
almost fell asleep.
you did. Uh it was a competently made film, but I
Yeah,
felt
sure.
it took no risks. Is the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
it was such a basic bitch ass film. It was like, this is the one that people like. Like Billy
Yeah.
Madison, I get as like, I could see that if Adam Sandler weren't like famous, being like a cult classic. Like
Yeah.
insane stoner comedy. This one is just like, it's like a
It's
weird
a nothing
offbeat
burger.
sports movie. Yeah,
It's a golf montage
yeah, and
with
like
no jokes.
I don't dislike
I mean, there
golf.
were jokes,
There were jokes.
but no, there weren't because I didn't laugh a single time. I don't think you did. You were chuckling.
There
I was like,
were a couple of good moments.
"This is nothing." All right, well, we can get into that.
So I would like to start off my with my usual count here. First of all, off the top,
Mm,
what I think brought this movie down entirely: no poop jokes, no fart jokes.
I'm saying
Astonishingly.
he's
Uh,
trying to play it too straight. I think that
yeah,
was the problem.
yeah. But products. Oh boy, did we have products.
We had products.
First and foremost, Subway. Captain
Yeah.
Crunch, Pepsi, Lacoste,
I don't know.
AT&T, Cadillac, Top Flight, Wilson, Buick, ESPN, John Deere, Budweiser, Michelob again, Visa, possibly Wentworth Trust, Bell Atlantic, Spalding, Louisville, Red Lobster, Motorola, Sizzler, maybe Volkswagen, O'Doul's, Nike, TaylorMade, The Golf Channel, Golf Digest, and Odyssey Golf.
And they're all sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah, please cut us our check tomorrow. Please, my family
I
is
only
dying.
eat Subway.
I won't. I'm sorry. You have to
Yeah,
have
you
a
guys hate
stunt eater for
sandwiches.
that one. So,
I mean, like the reason there's so much advertising is because it's like the golf tournament, so they have like a literally built-in excuse that
yeah,
everything is sponsored. AT&T is a big player. Everything's sponsored by AT&T. Subway, he like sponsors him. So
they stop and do a Subway commercial in the middle of the movie.
yeah,
Also, thank you for the 10 months for Sarah. And hello to Wheels as well, I see in chat. So yeah, it is like realistic, but like that makes it feel more like, I don't know, they wrote the movie around having advertisements.
yeah.
I guess they saw how much they made with Billy Madison and were like, we can do that again. We can run it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
V, before we start off with the summary and stuff here, what do you think the budget was, and what do you think it made?
Oh boy. Okay, fuck. So the budget on the last one, Billy Madison, was what, 10 million, right?
It was 10 million. Yes.
Um, and this like eh, I don't know because I feel like shooting at golf places maybe costs money. Or maybe none. I have no idea.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like they spent nothing on this movie, but they probably spent like a stupid amount.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say uh, 15 million.
12.
Okay, that was gonna be my first instinct. Fuck, I should stick with
You
my
gotta
first
go with it.
instinct.
And how much do you think it made?
Wow. I don't know if it was successful at the time or if it just is now. It probably was successful at the time. It was kind of basic ass 90s white bread people like for no reason. Um, mm, I don't know, 50 million? No, probably more than that.
41.2.
Fuck. I'm so good at this.
And that is compared to Billy Madison, which had a budget of 10 and made 26.
Okay. So we're getting dividends on the Sandler at this
Yep.
point.
Yeah. So
What on
what
earth did they spend $12 million on in this film?
I mean, there are live
Golf
locations.
locations?
Yeah.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker probably cost a fair bit.
Yeah.
This also, for the record, won an MTV Movie Award for Best Fight.
Between him and Bob Barker, I would
I
assume.
have to assume this was actually the first year that they did Best Fight at the MTV Awards. Yeah, Adam Sandler versus
Wow.
Barker. The
Was
other
it nominated for anything?
for anything like real? I don't think
Yeah.
so. Let me see.
Good.
Uh, yeah, I got a lot of Wikipedia pages is kind of a lot here. No, it of course wasn't nominated for anything. I don't know why I'm checking this hard, but
Gotta be thorough.
it's true. Something
Okay.
to note here. Ebert also noted the film's product placement, saying he probably missed a few, but I counted Diet Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi Max. Come on, just put that all under Pepsi. Subway,
It's the Pepsi
Budweiser,
Navy.
yeah, Budweiser in bottles, cans, and Bud dispensing helmets. Michelob, Visa cards, Bell Atlantic, AT&T, Sizzler, Red Lobster, Wilson Golf Digest, and the ESPN Sports Network and Top Flight golf balls. You missed a few, Ebert.
You missed a few.
No, I said all those.
You got all those?
Yeah,
Oh,
except
all right.
like I didn't split up Diet Pepsi and Pepsi Max from
Well, yeah.
Pepsi.
Anyway,
Yeah, I got every one of those.
damn. Okay.
Also, apparently golfers like it. Anyway, so
Yeah, I think one thing I'll just say right off the top is that he's an objectively less annoying character.
yeah,
Like, he's not doing the voice. He's got, like, he's like, oh, he's trying to, like, make money so he can buy his grandma's house back.
mhm.
He's, like, kinda sympathetic. He has, like, an anger problem and that, like, fights people randomly and cusses a lot, but, like, he's pretty benign. And yet I hate him more
Yeah,
than
I really
the
don't
other
like
2
Happy
Sandler
Gilmore.
characters.
I would hang out with Billy Madison if
Yeah,
if he
honestly.
was there because Billy Madison seems like kind of a nice guy. He's trying. Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore seems like an asshole. Like not even just in like the rage stuff, but like he just seems like kind of a dickhead.
Yeah. A and also, I think this is gonna be a trend we're gonna continue seeing, but he really just is Adam Sandler. Like, Adam Sandler just plays Adam Sandler, just, like, slightly different fonts.
Yeah,
So, like, this was a slightly more serious, I
mature.
guess? Barely, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get the fuck into it.
So this golf movie starts with like 15 minutes of hockey. Just
Yeah,
like a lot
exposition
of
via home
hockey.
movies.
Yeah,
and the
I thought
voiceover.
the prologue was
That's
interestingly
fine.
made.
Yeah.
We have
Um,
like home movies on one side and then like the credits going on the other.
mhm.
Uh, Adam Sandler's father died when getting hit with a hockey puck at a Bruins game. I don't know, some game,
Yeah.
and he goes to live with his grandmother
His
in.
mom apparently
Oh, oh
his mom
yeah,
apparently left because because his dad was too obsessed with hockey.
yeah. Her ass hates hockey. She moved to
But
Egypt.
he didn't care. Yeah,
No.
he was like, Happy Gilmore was like, "But that everything was great until my dad died." It's like,
Yep.
"Okay."
But he went and lived with his grandma in Waterbury, Connecticut, a regular grandma's boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Also just at the top, I wrote, I know nothing going in besides the poster, and I'm terrified this whole movie is gonna be about Adam Sandler playing golf. 2 things I could not give less shits about if I tried.
Yep. I'm sorry, V.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes to live with his grandma. It says he developed a short fuse and he starts like getting in fights.
Mhm. His
He
short
says
fuse is a
he
trauma response.
yeah, whatever.
If he
Think you're
should.
special.
What?
Think you're special.
So
Um,
he continually tries out for like the local hockey team. It can't be the NHL he's trying out for. There's no fucking
no,
way.
surely not.
But he like played hockey in college, so maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
But they hate his
But he sucks
rage.
at yeah, and he also sucks
Yeah, he
aside
did.
from like being able to hit into the goal, I guess.
Yeah. Um. So he goes back to his apartment, and his girlfriend breaks up with him, even though he brought Subway for dinner.
Didn't catch that.
Yeah, that was the he literally said, "Hey babe, I got Subway," holding up the bag to the camera.
I bet I missed a lot in this movie. All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, his girlfriend dumps him, which like good for her
Mm.
because all he ever talks about is being a pro hockey player, but he's not any good. Yeah, good for her, exactly. And then I wrote there was a whole bit with his intercom, but I don't have it in me to even write it down. It wasn't
Yeah.
funny.
Not much to talk about.
Yeah. Um, talk about grandma. Grandma's been doing tax evasion apparently, which we do need to talk about.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Grandma. I love Grandma as a character. This plot point makes no goddamn sense. So Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
so
goes to
she's
visit Grandma, and there are a bunch of like moving people outside of her house. Specifically, it says moving, even though it should be like repossession. Um,
repos, yeah.
the government is repossessing like everything she owns and her house, because she hasn't paid her taxes for 10 years. And
Mhm.
apparently, she owes the government $270,000.
Yeah.
How? Literally how?
What in the fuck is she doing?
Yeah,
Like,
what?
is she selling drugs and reporting the income?
Like,
Like,
I have to assume. Like,
270,000, that's 27,000 a year in
yeah,
taxes.
like,
She's been getting fucked over by her accountant or something.
yeah. Like, how do you even owe that much in taxes? I don't think, like, I've ever
She's like
met anyone.
85.
Yeah, I've never met anyone who's owed more than like I don't know, maybe $1,000 in taxes at any given year.
Don't talk to me, we're self-employed. So,
Sorry, but I mean that's different. I think. Never mind.
yeah,
Okay,
I don't
privilege.
think I don't think grandma's telehealth anything.
Are you sure?
Anyway, hmm, maybe she's selling drugs to therapy
She's
clients?
doing
Anyway.
ketamine therapy.
Ah, alright. So anyway, he's like, uh, she has to go to a night she gets a nice bed in a retirement home that's apparently terrible, but the thing is that that shit would still cost, like, $3,000 a month, at
Yeah,
least, minimum, depending on how much care is needed.
yeah,
But we do get to meet up with Ben Stiller there, who's a verbally abusive orderly with a handlebar mustache.
yeah.
And I was hoping he was be our villain because at least that would be kind of funny. but no.
He's a kind of a fascinating character we only see for like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
He's like doing some elder abuse, but also like he has like an elderly sweatshop where they're making like handmade quilts that he's flipping for like 200 a pop.
Yeah, I wrote that down when we get there later. I wrote he Ben Stiller is running a quilting sweatshop with these old people, which
Yeah.
was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's an interesting bit. Uh so these two moving guys, Adam Sandler is like wanting to watch hockey in his grandma's house, even though aren't they repossessing everything, including the house?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can you guys like finish up?" And uh, these guys are like playing with his grandpa's golf clubs, and
Mhm.
they suck at it, and he
Like
takes
dare him to give it a shot.
yeah, and he like drives it like 400 yards or something.
Right.
Uh,
And there's this kind of running thing where he like looks at a golf club and he's like, "Look at this stupid thing." And I'm like, "What is that like it's not that it's basically a hockey stick."
yeah,
I don't know.
which is like the bit of
Yeah.
why he's good at golf.
Yeah. My notes are have a lot of complaining in them.
Hmm.
'Cause what else am I supposed to do? So I wrote, "This is exhausting me. We don't even have absurdist humor to fall back on so
Hmm.
far. It's just a very mediocre comedy about a guy." Nothing I was like, "I don't have anything funny to say." Um, but because, like, I was like, at least with the other 2 we've watched, they're, like, leaning into that stupid but, like, absurdist humor,
Yeah.
which sometimes pays off. Again, like you said, this is like there's no risks.
Hmm.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
We're in Connecticut, notably.
Yeah.
Shout
Waterbury,
out.
Connecticut. Nice to see a movie take place in Connecticut that's not a Christmas in Connecticut.
Yeah. Um, and he's like hustling hobby golfers at like a driving range, and
Yeah.
because he like figures out he's good at shooting.
He's
What do
good
you
at
call
driving.
it? Hitting,
Driving.
driving.
Yeah.
That's it. I love golf. Um, and they were like, "Oh, you should play in the Waterbury Open tomorrow, because you can just like enter that day of, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
no,
you can.
it's an open. I mean, like,
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
open
My only
means?
context is that in fucking Queen's Gambit, Beth Harmon enters an open like day of.
Oh, my only context is entering an open relationship, apparently. I don't know.
It's
Um,
something you're not telling me.
not me.
Mm.
We also meet Chubbs at this point,
Yeah.
and who's this? Like, he used to be a pro golfer, and
Mhm.
he offers to teach him how to play golf personally for free.
Yeah.
To which Adam Sandler's like, "No, fuck you. I
Yeah.
don't care."
Chubbs used to be a pro golfer, but his
Mhm.
career was ended in 1965 when an alligator ate his hand.
Yeah. And I will say, one of the only times I found Adam Sandler at all funny in this movie was his delivery on the "Oh my god" when he reveals that information and shows him his weird wooden prosthetic hand.
Yeah.
So,
I found it
yeah.
funny
Also, he
how
has a
much. Yeah.
yeah.
I found it funny how much you can tell that he's got like he's got his hand in a fist underneath the sleeve.
Yeah.
It was such,
Yeah, that
you
was like
know,
our we were like, "Ooh, just touching the humor that's actually kind of fun." No, get away from it, get away from it.
can't
Uh,
have anything fun happen.
yeah. So he agrees to try it out because he wants to make money, because he finds out you can make money doing that. Because he's trying to buy his grandma's house back, and the big winner of the Open will be invited to join the pro tour. He once again calls the golf club stupid because he wants us to know how uncool he thinks golf is,
Yeah, he keeps
even though they're
insisting
his
like
grandpa's clubs.
yeah, he's insisting that he's not a golfer, he's a hockey player.
Right. He says, "If I saw myself in clothes like those, I'd have to kick my own ass."
Oh, I forgot to put on my fucking hockey jersey.
You still got time. You know where it is?
Yeah, hang on. Vamp.
Well, I am wearing my the Vampire Lestat uh band t-shirt. Big fan. I think he would kill this guy in a heartbeat. God, that would have been a better movie. Yeah. I don't think I really thought about golf before this, and now I really don't like it. Oh, that was fast.
Okay.
Of course, Oak has a thematically appropriate outfit, yeah.
Yeah, this is my
Wow.
Connecticut whale jersey, circa like 2017. Uh,
Damn.
Signed by Sophia Gostinelli. Uh, yeah. Shout out to
Wow.
Sophia Gostinelli. She plays like, hang on, there we go, focus. She plays like ball hockey now. Anyway,
Okay. I was showing off my merch.
nice. Okay, so I'm in my appropriate outfit now for this hockey
Hmm.
hockey movie.
Great. Great. And just in time because he I he's playing in the open.
Hmm.
Let's see. We see his love interest for the first time, who I fucking hate.
Yeah, I hate this woman. Like, Veronica in the other movie, she has a personality at least,
Yeah, this one's just a prop and a mommy.
and she
That's it.
immediately like fucking wants to S his D, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Um, we do see. This is only interesting to me, I think. But there's a cat, a kid who's a caddy, like a teenager who's the caddy, and since Happy Gilmore doesn't know what that is, he like starts beating him up because he thinks he's taking his clubs. But I was like, I know that guy, and it's Robin of Locksley from Robin Hood Men in Tights, a vastly better movie.
Are you sure it's Robin of Locksley? Because isn't Robin of Locksley Robin Hood?
That's what it was on IMDb.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know. That's what it was on IMDb. Yes, the character's name is Happy Gilmore. Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct.
two movies in a row where the title is character name. Like it
Because Adam
means
Sandler's the
anything
main
to us,
character, and that's all he cares about is being the main character.
I guess.
Okay, let's whatever. So uh I'm like trying to recount what was happening at first. I was like, he whiffs his first try. So Chubbs comes in and tells him that he did it does helps him, and then he does a good shot. I'm so bored. This is more boring than real golf. He's good at far shots, but bad at putting, like
Yeah,
short shots.
short game.
And then he like there's a lot of these like kind of like comedic beats. Like at the end of that shot, he like goes and just punches this guy in the face. And I was like, I don't even understand what is happening right now, or like what the
Oh,
point of any of this
because the
is.
guy was making fun of how he wasn't getting the putt right.
Okay. And okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
It really just really didn't land for me. Yeah.
So he gets into the pro tour,
Mm-hmm.
and Chubbs is like, I want you to like stay back from the pro tour, and we'll go later this year, right? We'll go in like 6 months. I'm gonna teach you how to golf. And Sandler says,
Mm-hmm.
no, I need the money because even if you come in last place in the pro tour in each thing, you get money, and I need to
Yeah.
buy my grandma's house before this date.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so at least we have a plot, we have stakes.
Right. Uh Also, the PR lady, I think her name is Virginia, which is mentioned like once.
Yeah, that
The
sounds right.
love interest. Why Veronica and Virginia? What's up with that?
She has
Um,
an alliterative name too. She's like Veronica Vine or something. A
hmm.
Vine?
uh, yeah, she invented Vine.
Wow, the Vine.
I wrote that she's horny for how he gets a hole in one on a par four, and she thinks this will draw a crowd. And I wrote in all caps, the bar is on the floor for white men. And yeah. I also wrote, what is this pacing? with a lot of question marks, or is it normal and I just fucking hate this guy? I don't think I've even chuckled once and we were 30 minutes in. I am actively trying not to fall asleep.
Yep.
That's my complaining section for right now.
So here we
Um
also meet Shooter Payton?
no, he has a good name actually. Shooter Mc
Shooter
I'll write that down
McGavin.
later. Yeah, that's a good name.
It is a good name. I like it.
For a pro golfer.
Yeah.
Shooter McGavin.
I have to
Yeah,
assume Shooter is a nickname because whenever he gets a golf ball in a hole, he goes like, "Psh, psh."
I see.
Like Lightning McQueen's chow. That's what lightning does, right?
I have not seen that film.
You haven't seen Cars?
No.
Okay, well we'll save that for into the Owen Wilson verse.
I'd rather do that.
I mean, it would be a lot of Wes Anderson, but anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he meets he goes to a cocktail hour and gets nagged by Shooter McGavin, and
Hmm.
they tell him to go wait on the green at 9 p.m. for a meeting and to dress nice, and then the sprinklers go off.
Yep.
Haha. And then I wrote Vivian. Is it Vivian? Wait. Is it Vivian or Virginia? She
Virginia
literally
Bennett.
has like okay. Um wow, I wrote she's all over his dick. It's exhausting.
Yep.
Um he also keeps saying that his girlfriend got hit by a car to everyone, but she didn't.
No, so
Why?
he says to his grandma's like, "How's that girlfriend of yours?" And he's like, "Oh, she died. She got hit by a car and she died." Okay, bye, grandma. And then this woman he tells like, she fell off a cliff. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
but why? Why? Like
For the grandma one, I think that he didn't want to say that she broke up with him. This one
oh, okay. See, this is the thing. The way he's delivering these lines, like I'm just like, are you making a joke? I can't even tell what's happening.
is it because he's not using the voice feed? Do you need him to use the voice to let you know he's making a joke?
Maybe. Yeah, but I think that says more about Adam Sandler's acting than anything else.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So whatever, he's on the pro tour now. Everyone is shocked and appalled by his potty mouth.
Yeah,
Um,
he misses a shot or something, and he lets out a string of fucking expletives. I
mhm.
think he says "cunt" in there, which is shocking, even though they bleep it. Uh,
And I also wrote that even the bit characters, like the other golf guy with with the like shirt that you liked,
mhm.
who's who's an SNL guy, have boring dialogue and it's not funny or interesting. Unlike the last movie where the bit characters were kind of fun.
Yeah, no sloppy Joe lady or
Yeah.
Virginia, whatever. Nobody here is pissing their pants and saying that they're the Miles Davis of pissing their pants.
Ugh.
No pee
Now that was
jokes
like
either.
top comedy.
Yeah.
No pee, no poo, no farts. What's the point? What are we doing here?
Only Subway.
Like, stick to your lane, Adam.
No, wait, there was a poop joke. He said, "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a poop joke. Anyway,
Okay. I also wrote about wow, it's Virginia.
yeah,
Okay. Um, let's see. I said, "What is her acting? I hate watching her. It's because she's the most prop to ever prop. Like she's just a
yeah.
nothing
Really sorry
burger."
to Julie Bowen. It's really not about you, and luckily you seem to have had a long career after this, and you're still working
Thank
with
God.
Adam Sandler. It seems,
No boy.
or at least with Happy Madison. You were in Hubie Halloween. Oh no, that is Adam Sandler. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's one we're watching.
Um. Oh God. He yells at a ball, suck my white ass ball."
Yep.
At one point. I just wrote that down, so I was like, "I okay." And then like the, guy in charge of whoever wants to throw him off of the tour because he's, you know, disruptive and terrible.
Yeah.
And Virginia wants to suck his dick so bad though, so she talks him out of it, saying, "Oh, people love him. Our ratings are good."
Yeah,
Um,
and that's the thing. The people do love him. He is bringing some life into golf.
because mediocre white men can literally do anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, and then him and Shooter have some altercation in a bar that doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Um, right? Is there anything more to say about that? Just
No.
okay. The reason I wrote it down is because she steps in once again to be his mommy. She's very mommy in that scene, and not in like the hot way. It's very much like, oh boy. She tells him to not get kicked off the tour and tells him to behave.
Yep.
And it was just like, oh, okay, yeah. I struggling with this one.
So we get to the tour.
Yeah,
More of the tour. Um, what else?
it's a lot of golf montages.
Yep, higher attendance. Oh, there's a bit where so the alligator that bit off Chubbs's hand, he also like took out its eye, and Adam Sandler hits a golf ball and it lands in a gator's mouth, which they gotta get that gator off of the off the course.
And that was a real gator actor.
Oh
Like
wow,
that was
okay.
a real like I mean that was a real
Yeah,
like alligator
yeah,
for at least a little bit of it and then it wasn't obviously later.
yeah,
But I was like, damn, they got a gator's agent.
yeah.
Um
Um, so yeah, Adam
yeah, try to
Sandler
convince me.
hits the ball into the gator's mouth, and then goes to like wrestle him and get it, and he realizes that it only has one eye, and it's like, oh, it's the same one that got Chubbs, and
Mhm.
he kills it.
Yeah.
This will become
R.I.P.
relevant later. R.I.P. Gator.
R.I.P. Gator.
He
My
didn't do
favorite
anything
character
wrong.
by a long shot.
um,
Oh god, then they go on a date at the ice rink. He takes her on a date
yeah.
and I hated every second of that.
So
He
like,
told
there's
yeah,
I
go
kind
ahead.
of wonder if the I kind of wondered if this was a reference to uh fucking Rocky, because there's
Mm.
a scene in Rocky where he and Adrian go on a date to the ice skating rink after hours, and they have to like ask the guy for like 10 minutes on the ice rink. And that kind of felt in line with like the, I don't know, the same beat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they have absolutely no chemistry
No.
whatsoever. I literally wrote down, "It just took me 2 minutes to register a joke because of the absolutely useless delivery."
What joke?
Um, when they get onto the ice and she's like, "Oh, do you like ice hockey or something?" And he's like, "Shut up." And I was like, "That's so rude that
Oh
he
yeah,
just told
she
her to
says you
shut
used
up."
to play ice
And then I
hockey because he was
right.
unsteady on his skates.
Yeah. I guess that's not even really a joke. Don't know. I didn't like how he told her to shut up. Um, yeah. Also, I thought that him telling her about his grandma and like because he tells her about his grandma stuff getting repossessed and that's why he's playing and trying to get money.
Hmm.
And she's like this PR person who's kind of like into the scoop and like into getting ratings based on stories. And I was like, oh,
Mm.
she's gonna go like leak that. No, that would have been too interesting.
No, I think that would have been like a positive spin for his career too.
Well, then she's bad at her job.
Yeah, honestly. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Just the part where they say they're in San Francisco. I need to
Oh
talk about.
yeah,
Can you pull it up?
yeah,
We're not so much showing scenes because we got dinged a lot for Billy Madison.
yeah. Claudia
But
was
I think we can
talking
still
about
yeah, but I think we can still show like at
screenshots.
least screenshots, yeah.
Oh, here's the guy with the good
This one
shirt.
there's nothing to show in terms of scenes anyway.
Alligator. Where's that lovely San Francisco day? Oh,
Yeah, so
here we
they
go.
say they're in San Francisco. Wait, go back a little.
Looks like fucking Twin Peaks.
It's fucking that looks the scene on the beach looks straight out of La Push from New Moon.
Welcome to soggy San Francisco.
And I was like, that's not nowhere near San Francisco looks like this.
And I said, I bet
What the
that's
hell?
Vancouver. And lo and
And it
behold,
was.
it's Vancouver.
Because it obviously looks like it. It's very Pacific Northwest.
Vancouver.
Anyway, that doesn't matter, but it bothered me. So,
Yeah, no, it's a good
yeah.
point.
And yeah, the scene on the beach looking straight out of Twilight was pretty funny to me,
Yeah.
but not
Uh,
in the right way.
so then we get to the next big plot point in this long golf montage, which is
Mm.
there is a game in the tour where everyone is paired up with a celebrity for their, I guess, like as
Oh,
their
is that what
caddy.
was happening?
Yeah. Um, and Happy gets paired up with Bob Barker, and at the same time, Shooter has paid some guy to like constantly heckle him.
Hmm.
Heckle Happy, not heckle Shooter. Um, and I've heard this fucking like you jackass quote for like 20 years or whatever. It's not funny. It's really just unfunny.
Yeah,
He really says you jackass like 800 times and it never starts being funny.
yeah. And it also like really affects Happy Gilmore's game and makes him bad at golf. And I'm like, well, sucks to suck.
Yeah,
Like skill issue.
honestly, skill issue.
Um,
Uh,
yeah. And he and Bob Barker get in a fist fight
yeah,
about
because
it.
Bob Barker starts fucking like heckling him too, saying like you actually suck at this. What are you doing? And
Hmm.
yeah, Adam Sandler punches him, says the price is wrong, bitch. Oh, you know what I did find funny in the Bob Barker stuff? I found it funny
Yeah.
when at the beginning he says like he says to Bob Barker like, "Oh, you must get alive that on Let's Make a Deal,"
Yeah.
and he has to correct him to The Price is Right.
At which point I was like, oh, that must be Bob Barker because I'm face blind.
They literally said
So
Bob Barker though.
I girl, I was not listening at this
Gender neutral.
point. Yeah. Um, I wrote also relatedly I wrote Oak is chuckling way more often than me. What's wrong with him?
Fuck you.
I also wrote he and Barker get in a fist fight, which was at least mildly entertaining. No, it went on for too long. I'm tired. So,
Yeah,
but
it is a long fight.
it,
It's
it
funny.
won an MTV award, so
Yeah. So
watch
what do
out.
you know, V?
I know, nothing.
I do like that Bob Barker kicks his ass. I think that's a funny bit.
Yeah. And then I don't remember writing this, but I just have in all caps, golf should be banned.
Well, I mean, like, yeah,
And I
because it's
stand
a
by that.
huge like water sink.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah. Replaying golf courses.
yep,
I made a note of the subway. Oh, he gets suspended from the tour because of that
yeah.
incident.
And then
Then he
the
has a subway commercial.
yeah, so he needed the money from um I think this one and the next one. He was like to his grandma, if I don't come in dead last in this one or the next one, then we'll have enough money. And he came in dead last in this one, and then he was suspended for the next one. So you need to figure out money otherwise. And
Yeah.
so he does a Subway commercial. Uh, and that puts them over the top for the money. And
Yep.
so they go and try and buy the grandma's house, but it's put up for auction. Like that was the point where you could buy it. It immediately goes above what they have to pay.
Which, like, yeah, they're just standing on the lawn and there's an auctioneer auctioning it off. And I'm like, I don't think that's how this works.
I
But
kind of think it
maybe
is.
sometimes. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't know,
maybe
like
not
in
on the
like a
lawn,
lot,
but like,
like a law auction. I don't know. It that just I don't know.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so Shooter buys it from him from out from under him to get him to leave the tour. And also for 350K, which I was like, damn, 350K in 1996, that's pretty steep, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice house in Connecticut too.
Yeah. It's got a nice
Nowadays, I don't think you could
aquarium.
even get that for 350K if it's a fixer upper.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe.
I can't. I have no concept of house prices that are under $1 million. So,
How much is
what the
the
Bay Area does to you.
house in Happy Gilmore worth today? Because that's a real house, right? Oh!
Maybe it's. Oh, yes.
Well, it's in Vancouver, so
Oh,
much more than it would be in Connecticut. You want to take a guess?
it's in Vancouver.
Yeah,
Where in Vancouver?
is in
Like in the city?
Shaughnessy.
No, that tells me nothing. Uh, mm, I'm gonna say over a million.
Is 5.57 million.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
So probably
Canadian
like
dollars,
yeah,
so
10 like
like
10 American
$3.
dollars.
It's the bit that never ends. So then they make a deal that if Happy beats Shooter, God, these names, in the
Like final game
in
of the
the
Pro
end of
Tour.
the open, the
No, it's
Pro
not an
Tour,
open, it's a
not
Pro
the
Tour.
open, whatever. He'll
Hey!
give him the house back. So Happy Gilmore is like, okay, I'll go and take golf lessons from Chubbs now. And okay, so then they go to the most insane mini golf course I've ever seen.
Yeah, that place
Um,
was fucking decked out.
and that's what made me go, oh, that's another thing this movie is missing compared to the last one. I'm starved for any set dressing, like anything good. It's been
Mmm.
so bland.
It's just been
It's like
grass.
there's no seasoning. And there's well, and also like even like the costumes, like
Mm.
the outside of the grandma's house is the most like flavor we get. Like even think about like yeah, there's just nothing happening. There's no seasoning.
Yeah. His outfits are very boring in a way. I mean,
Ugh.
his outfits were boring in Billy Madison, but like everyone's outfits are pretty boring. You get some cool like
I mean,
90s polos, but
I'm thinking about fucking Virginia's like clothes like the
oh
entire time. I
yeah.
was like, what is she wearing? This sucks. This is like
She's wearing
should
like
like
a
go to
shitty
Ross.
power suit. Let's find
She's
one.
like, no hate to Ross, but like to shop for your $12 million movie.
Uh, eh?
Yeah. The worst thing she's wearing is in his happy place fantasy though.
Okay, hang on. Oh, spoilers. Let's
Yeah,
see.
well, you can show some of the insane golf course here.
Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. Also, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, "Where's the Billy Madison video?" Uh, it's it might not end up on YouTube. Um,
Damn.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fucking try. But it's like I think 10 different scenes that they dinged us for, and like one section we didn't even play scenes for the entire time, but it's like a 4 minute
Mm.
section that they were like all of this.
Ugh.
Um, yeah, this amusement or this like mini golf course, not that's questionable. Uh, it's great. Also, this is a legitimate DVD copy of Happy Gilmore that I have in my computer right now. Clown?
Clown. He assaults a giant metal clown that he's struggling to get the ball in its mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. And then Chubbs tells him to clear his mind of everything and tells him to stay focused and go to his happy place. And his happy place is Virginia in a god awful night of the wedding outfit with white garter belts and a tank top.
Oh, also his
Just like
grandma
weird.
winning at like the slot machine.
But like she's a beautiful woman. That is an incredibly unsexy outfit.
I like it. I don't know.
Oh
Like
god, you would.
it does shut up. It doesn't like turn me on because this is insane. But like I don't know.
I
I'd
hate
wear it. I don't
that.
know.
Wow, force femme.
You're not really forcing me, so I guess just fem. Also, please appreciate my
Wow.
extra prop here. I have our medical golf ball as
Oh
well.
my god.
I forgot that we had this up here.
Wow, pro hockey, pro golf player over here. Yeah, it's not well tailored. It's boring. That's the thing. It's boring.
Yeah, that is
These
true.
costumes suck. And I'm offended by that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, okay, then Chubbs gives him a hockey puck or a hockey stick golf club, but it's like
Yeah.
just a hockey stick
It's a
as
putter
like a
that's like
gift,
shaped
which
like
like
a hockey stick.
surely that's not allowed.
Yeah, I don't know why they would let him just like bring whatever fucking putter he
DIY.
wants, right?
Yeah.
Uh and then he has a gift for Chubbs. He
Mhm.
gives him this big box and he's like, "Remember that alligator who took your hand? Well, I got its head." And Chubbs
Yeah.
opens the box and the alligator's head is in there and he goes, "Whoa!" And he falls backwards out of the window and dies.
Mhm. R.I.P. Chubbs. You've been
R.I.P.
fridged
Chubbs.
for Happy's golf career.
Yep.
His dead dad wasn't enough, I guess.
Nope. Uh,
I did think that guy going. That's kind of funny.
yeah, he's there's this guy like outside where he lands who's like,
Yep.
yep.
All right, then I wrote down, "Too bored to take notes. Take it from here, Oak." Is this the climax? And then no, it wasn't. There was like another 25 minutes
Yeah.
of golf
Yeah.
montage.
About 20 minutes. Um, so the rest of the movie, uh, we get to the Pro Tour. Happy is doing okay to start out with, and then
Right.
that like heckler guy, Shooter pays him again to like fucking try and kill Happy. Essentially, he, like drives a Volkswagen into him. And I think it
Mhm.
hits like a television tower. That'll become important
Yeah,
later. Um,
right. And then so
and
then he has like a bum shoulder.
yeah, so he's not playing as well, and he gets angry about it, so he's tilted on top of that.
Yeah.
And he tries to go to his happy place, but Shooter is in his happy place making out with his grandma. Um,
You hate to see it.
you hate to see
It's
it.
no penguin in an ice cave.
Yeah. Fine.
Hide. But don't worry, guys. Then he remembers to go how to go to his happy place. I don't even know how what he changes.
Um,
I was not paying attention, but he
oh,
sees Chubbs playing the
yeah,
piano. But like,
he has a
how does he
vision
get
of
there? I don't
Chubbs.
know. And
Uh,
then suddenly his shoulder's no longer an issue. I
yeah,
guess
I guess, I don't know,
because
maybe it
he's
was fine to
playing
begin
fine
with.
after that.
He's adjusted.
I also wrote Virginia as his mommy more every time.
Wait, also the doctor says to stay off his feet. Like,
Yeah.
for his shoulder? Whatever.
He got bodied by that VW
Yeah, I
bug.
mean, he did. Um,
Yeah.
and at this point, Shooter starts getting kind of tilted,
Yeah.
and there's a moment where he hits it out like into the crowd, and it lands on this big guy's shoe. This big guy who like Happy used to work for and shot a nail into his head at a construction site, but they're cool. Also,
Again, like this character goes nowhere. Like he just keeps
eh,
showing up, but he adds nothing.
he's not even that funny. I did like his shirt that said
No.
"Guns don't kill people, I kill people."
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like, does this go hard? I think it kind of goes hard. But yeah, and the ruling is that Shooter has to play it where it lies, on the guy's foot. Um,
So he does
so he does. He does
whatever.
it. He gets it right back in.
He hits it. Yep.
So final
I also
hole.
wrote this antagonist is so boring. Bring back Ben Stiller.
Yeah, yeah. Ben Stiller just is out of the
Which
picture.
yeah, yeah, we never see him again. I guess he just continues on with his grandma sweatshop.
Yeah,
No problems.
elder abuse continues.
Yeah, because grandma doesn't tell Happy
Nope.
about that at all. So
Rip. Yeah, because Ben Stiller
yeah.
threatens her.
Yeah. Ben Still I wish Ben Stiller was in more of this movie because it was doing it for me.
He was busy getting ready to direct Severance in 25 years.
20 years? Yeah.
So,
Um,
final hole.
then yeah. Oh, the final hole.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the edge of their seats.
Happy is down, he's on the green, and uh if he sinks it in one putt, then he wins outright. If he sinks it in two, they go to sudden death and he can beat him there. But then that some fans climb up onto the TV tower that was knocked into before and like drag it down. By the way, the whole time the fans get like rowdier and rowdier, and
Mm-hmm.
Shooter is pissed off about that because he's like, "This is golf." Uh, and so it goes like the tower
It falls.
blocks. Yeah,
Almost kills some people.
yep, falls, blocks the hole, and Virginia is like, "Don't worry, sweetie, mommy's gonna take care of it. We're gonna clean it up, and you can finish tomorrow." And Shooter's like, you gotta play it where it lies." And the judge is like, "Yep, that's the rules."
Yep. Yep, we gotta leave this tower that almost killed some people here. Go ahead, take the shot. Like, all right.
Yeah, take the
Okay.
shot.
You haven't been leaning into absurdism enough for me to be okay with that, but all
Yeah.
right.
Uh,
So then he does a crazy Rube Goldberg shot
yeah.
off of the tower.
It's very reminiscent of like the last mini golf hole where it bounces off a few things and then it goes down like a big thing and goes right into the hole. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting, I don't know, maybe not a cool moment, but I think it's a good character moment where Virginia is like, just go around the tower and sink it, we'll go to sudden death. And he says, "No, I'm just gonna win outright."
Mhm.
I think that's a good bit. Um,
Yeah.
and he wins. He wins. He gets the house back.
Yeah, which I guess Shooter makes good on his deal, which seems out of character for him. I don't think
Honorable,
they
I
had any
guess.
lawyers involved.
Yeah,
I wrote down, "Why is Virginia wearing a fucking nightie?" as you pointed out at
yeah.
the end
Like
there.
at the end of the movie, she's just like wearing some fucking negligee. Um,
Not grandma.
no, not grandma. Like, what the fuck is this woman wearing?
They had no money. That was all they could get.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
It's like a silk like
yeah.
sundress.
I guess. Yeah, it's a slip
Slip.
exactly. So,
Also,
mm,
well, go ahead.
you first.
No, you
Oh, I was gonna say, I wanted to talk about the guy in the suit here.
Yeah.
At the open or at the first pro tour, I forget which. There's this like homeless guy who Adam Sandler like parks and the guy like cleans his windows and he's like he gives him some money. Uh, and a security guard like takes him away. He's like, "Come on, man! He's just trying to get by." And Adam Sandler hires him as his
Wow, such a
caddy
good guy.
and keeps
Yeah.
him on as his caddy. Like this is
Yeah.
his guy. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's a an interesting character bit. Like
The
not
thing that
necessarily
stood
like
out
what.
to me the most about that was that he had 0 speaking lines.
He had a couple.
Was that right? Are you sure?
Yeah, because there's
Okay.
that one bit that I laughed at where they're talking about like how far it is to the hole, and he's like, yeah, and tilted slightly to the left, and Adam Sandler's like, no, you just think that because you're only wearing one shoe.
Okay. I was like, I assumed that simply so they wouldn't have to pay him because yeah, if you don't have a speaking role, you get paid less.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, that was fine. It was also it was just random too. Like I don't know, there was like randomness in this movie, but not like LOL random. I don't know.
Yeah, just yeah, non
Does he also
sequitur.
give him a smooch after he wins? I
He
was looking for
does,
by
yeah.
Adam Sandler in this, and that was the only glimpse of it I got.
There was another thing too. I forget what it was, but there was another buy moment. Is Adam Sandler just bi? Like, I
Mm,
know a lot of these are, like,
we'll
supposed to
see.
be funny, like, but they're never, like, I don't know, maybe it's because we're both bi, but it's like, it never feels like the joke is, "Ha ha, he's gay," or whatever, "This
Right,
is gay." But,
right.
like, he
He
never
does dress like a lesbian, you're right,
he
like,
does.
Ash said that, he would look a lesbian would look better in all these outfits, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
So, that's the movie. Uh, we see Chubbs, the gator, and Abraham Lincoln in the sky waving down to Hap.
God, it's just so there's just nothing here. There's just nothing here.
It's like it's an inoffensive movie. That's how I feel about it. Like I feel nothing.
I would almost rather watch Going Overboard again than watch this again.
No, you wouldn't. No.
It offends me how boring it was. Like, I mean, the good thing about it is I could put it on and go to sleep pretty
Yeah.
easily. So I will give it that.
I like the grandma.
Um, yeah,
Oh,
she's fine.
that's what pulls him out of his funk.
Is it? Oh,
Virginia brings his grandma and she's like, I just want you to be happy.
oh, right, right.
Like it's just a house is a house. I want you to be happy.
Yeah, thanks for backing me up, chat. You're right. All right, let's go through our things. I don't have much to say more than we said, but what worked here? You know, I think you kind of summarized it a little
uh
bit, but what worked?
I like his relationship with his grandma. Um I thought that it was a story that had a distinct like arc. And I
It sure did have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
yeah, it moved at approximately like 25 frames a second. Um
I thought
I
the pacing was terrible.
really? I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Well, how most of it was golf montages.
Yeah. I will say that the low point, the like act 2 low point wasn't really that low.
Yeah.
He kind of bounced back immediately, unlike in Billy Madison, where it's like his whole shit is wrecked by this, and he's like, well, he just falls right into fucking nihilism.
Yeah, no. Chubbs dies for nothing.
He does.
And there's like no emotional impact at all.
What can
Um
you do?
yeah, I don't think anything worked.
No,
I can't find anything to say about this.
nothing you liked at all. There's no like squint, and can you see anything you like?
No. I mean, like you said, it's a movie. Like it's it's a like the last one, it's a competently made movie in some ways. Like
Mhm.
it's, I
As a
don't know,
script,
it's movie shaped. Yeah, it has a script. The writing is again like the writing's bad. The writing's very milk toast. It's just
milk toast is a great word for it. Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like maybe we'll continue to see that. Um
I don't know that we will. I
okay.
I feel like this is I don't know, milk toast is kind of different than like I kind of think of
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movies. Like I've seen Click
Right.
before this. I've seen Jack and Jill. That might be it. But like I don't
Yeah,
think of those movies as milk toast. I think of them as like kind
that's
of
true.
weird.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This one is like, yeah, like he was trying to play it straight
Yeah.
in many ways. Like he was like, "Look, I'm a serious actor now. No fart jokes. I'm highbrow now.
Yeah.
I play I play a whole character."
I think
It's
he
like,
kind of wants to make parodies, but parodies that he plays straight. Like this is kind of like not really a parody of a sports movie, but it's a comedy sports movie. You know? That's the genre that it's supposed to be. Just because we
yeah.
didn't find it funny doesn't mean that it's not a comedy.
I'd beg to differ. Think it's getting demoted from the comedy section on Netflix or
Listen, if
whatever.
I can play it as a comedy in fucking Cinetune Nerdle, it's a comedy.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, what didn't work, I think we've covered pretty sufficiently.
They didn't take enough risks.
Yeah,
They should have gotten a little weird.
boring.
Yeah. Also
Okay, what
the
was he trying
love
to
interest.
say?
Um,
Oh god, yeah.
what was he trying to say? I think I think that there
What
is
themes?
a case to be made about how um grandmas are important. You know, if
Okay.
loving your grandma is cool, then Adam Sandler is the Miles Davis of loving your grandma.
Hmm, okay. What I wrote down was, "White men can be incredibly mediocre and have one gimmick, and everyone will be impressed and clap and pay so much attention to them."
Yeah,
And also that Adam Sandler wants to feel important and adored.
yeah. I also think there's something like genuinely. I kind of think that there is a suggestion of like people should lighten up and take the things that they're passionate about less seriously. Because like Adam Sandler is like really serious about hockey and like ultimately that's kind of
Mm,
his downfall with it. But he
okay.
doesn't take golf seriously and he succeeds basically as a result of that. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, takes golf so seriously that he gets tilted by the fact that other people are there like doing the wave and stuff.
Mm, yeah, I see that.
Also, Bob Barker
Alright.
sucks. That's another theme.
I don't know. I don't think I was trying to say Bob Barker
No,
sucks.
fuck Bob Barker. That's a message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true. Yeah. Most offensive joke to you personally. There were
Um,
there were no trans jokes in
honestly, I
this.
don't think there were any jokes that like specifically made fun of anyone. Um,
This jo this movie couldn't even be couldn't even have offensive jokes.
I think the closest to it is that in his happy place, there's like a little person riding a
Yeah,
tricycle. That's something. The
yeah.
most offensive joke, not like, I mean, most offensive to us is the category, right? Like,
Yes, to you personally.
it's hard to think of jokes that happened in this movie. Oh, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. I think that's such a like softball joke that it's like I don't know. It sucked.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was for me is that one that I said where they're supposed to be flirting, getting on the
Mm.
ice at the ice rink, and she's like, "Oh, you used to play ice hockey player," and he's like, "Shut up," and I'm like, "Get me out of here." Um, and uh, okay, and then character you liked the most or were the most sympathetic towards grandma.
Yeah, grandma. I love grandma in this movie, and I like that she's not senile. She's not even a weirdo. She's just kind of like a nice lady.
She's a grandma, yeah.
I like the bit that when he came to live with her after his dad died, she like answered the door
Right.
in a Gene Simmons mask to make him like feel better.
Yeah. Where was more of that in the movie?
I mean, there was a callback to that in his like fucked up
I
happy
know, but like
place.
I just mean in general, like that
Yeah,
kind of like absurdist.
yeah,
Yeah, that was funny. But then
um,
she doesn't act anything like someone who would do that for the rest of the
yeah.
movie.
I think Chubbs should have been in more of the movie.
Yeah, I liked Chubbs. Um, I actually thought uh so like they do make a lot of jokes about his weird wooden prosthetic hand
Hmm.
and like it gets broken and then it keeps getting broken. But I did think it was really funny when they cut to him and he's like watching golf and he's like trying to glue it back together. And
Yeah,
I was like, that's funny.
yeah,
Kind of got me. Um, and also I think the crocodile or the
yeah,
gator,
yeah.
my favorite character.
Good actor.
R.I.P. Queen. Um, That's really it, I think. Oh, how would we fix it? Make
Put
it
some jokes
weirder.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Try writing some jokes into your comedy. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta make it weirder. It's
Um,
like it opens and closes with like absurdist humor, like the him like looking up at the clouds, and there's Chubbs with the gator and with Abraham
yeah.
Lincoln, and it's like
Yeah.
I would rather
More of
have some
that.
LOL random humor.
Yeah. Cause like I think cause that you get a lot more of it and then like one in every like five of it like actually hits.
Yeah.
Um yeah. Oh god, and I know like I know we're just this is just what's going to happen because we're watching straight movies,
Hmm.
but unless they're actually bi. Um but like the the shoehorned in love interest,
Yeah.
I know we're gonna keep seeing that, and I
Take
just
her
hate it
out.
so much.
Take her
Yeah,
out or add some resistance in their relationship. There I know that it's not like a
there's
romantic
nothing there.
comedy. Yeah. But like you made the love story work in a way in Billy Madison. I didn't like it, but you
Yeah,
made it make sense in a way.
kind of.
Yeah, like within the logic of the movie, I get it.
Right. She does kind of seem like she gets brainwashed
Yeah.
about a third of the
I
way
mean, the
through,
fact
but
that they are a man and a woman in close proximity to each other does a lot of heavy lifting. But
and she's a hot woman. Don't forget. Don't get it twisted.
yeah, is is Virginia hot in this movie?
Like she's conventionally attractive.
Yeah, she's not my type.
No.
I think she's gotta have a little
And
more
again, the
freak.
terrible outfits.
Yeah.
She needs to look like it's got nothing. Let her have her wear the outfits that he's wearing. That would be
Yeah,
better.
that's something.
Yeah.
All right. You got any more thoughts on
Well,
fucking Happy Gilmore, V?
no, fuck this movie. Let's guess the rating. I'm about to be really disappointed by
Yes.
the public. Also, Ash says I feel like a lot of Adam Sandler stuff is tax write-offs slash free vacations.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that when we get to
Yeah.
like the 2000s.
We touched on
Especially
that in
the
our first episode.
yeah. Um Jack and Jill I know is the one that people are like this is like bordering on a scam,
Yeah.
which like it's not a scam, it's just like honestly it's just good business. Like he knows how
Honestly,
to make
anybody with
the
money can make a movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
He knows how to make the numbers dance, and I have to like I gotta fucking hand it to him.
Yeah. Okay, what is your guess for the rating? Um, popcorn meter and audio and what's the other one? Tomato meter?
Yeah, tomato meter and audience. Tomato meter. I think this movie is inoffensive. It's less weird than Billy Madison.
It was
It
1996. We also have to remember.
yeah, 37. And I think the audience score is like an 80.
Ooh. Okay. I think it's got a higher critic score,
Hmm.
even though it is so lame. But it was 96.
Hmm.
What was going on then? Um, I'm gonna say 52
Okay.
critic and what did you say? I was gonna 85
I said 80.
audience. Okay. Yeah.
Where are the
All right. Should
results?
I let me grab it?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
I can't do a drum roll. I should have it on my board.
Oh my god, I'm so good at this. Uh tomato meter is 61.
Wow.
Which what did I say?
You said 50. 52.
I was 52. Yeah, so that's within 10. And popcorn meter, 85.
Nice. Okay,
Damn.
I wasn't too far off on the audience score though.
No. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like I get it. Like I get critics like not hating it. If you're just giving
Sure.
a pure thumbs up, thumbs down,
Yeah. Um, isn't there something else that we guess? Oh, we already did that. The budget.
yeah, the budget.
What's the next movie?
So the next movie is
I have nothing more to say about this one.
yeah. Next movie is 2 years later, 1998, The Waterboy.
Okay.
Yep.
Ostensibly, I think I've seen that at one point in my life. Don't
I
remember
have
it.
not. Um.
Another sports themed one.
Oh, is it? Yeah, this one's baseball, isn't it?
Football?
Oh, football. Ugh.
But
I thought it was
I feel like
baseball.
it's probably not really about football. It's about,
Yeah, it's football.
yeah, but I feel like I don't think we have to watch a lot of football,
Okay.
probably, because it's about he's a water boy.
Yeah.
But no, maybe he plays football. What's your predictions for the next movie based
Uh,
on the
I think the next movie is gonna get absurdist again, a little bit,
fingers crossed?
or it's gonna be another Happy Gilmore, and but this one is going to be less successful, and people are going to be like, I don't want sports movies from Adam Sandler, and so he's gonna do some weird shit with the next movie after that, Big Daddy,
Oh God.
which I think has one of the Sprouse twins in it.
Yeah, right?
Maybe both of them. Man.
Um,
Yeah, Dylan and Cole
I
Sprouse.
think what the fuck? All right, well, we'll get there when we get there. Can you pull up the
Sure.
poster for
Oh, the
Waterboy?
poster for Waterboy. Thanks Wikipedia. That's a great zoomed in image. Um, okay. Yeah, sure. Amazon. That's not it. Oh my god, how hard is it to find just like a big image of this fucking poster? Uh,
You just do the Google image results. Doesn't matter.
okay, whatever. Here we go. Waterboy. Waterboy.
All right.
Oh, you
So
can't see.
he's
Oh.
so he's um the he brings water
Mhm.
to football because the football gets thirsty.
It does. It does get thirsty.
And he's really good at it. And I don't think he finds out he's a football prodigy because that would just be the same movie again. But maybe
Maybe?
they drink out of the bucket like a horse. Yeah. Um yeah, what is the water boy to? Quite many questions which will only be answered whenever the fuck is the next time we do this is,
Yeah.
which will
Might be
probably be a
next week,
while.
might be like 4 weeks from now. I don't know.
Wow, it won't be next week. I will be away.
Oh, that's true. Is
I'll be
next
out of the country.
Yeah, okay. Next week is that. I'll do something myself then.
All right. But
Okay.
yeah, I have no. I'm just trying to like spitball what could possibly happen. I bet there's another stupid love interest.
Oh yeah, there's one in all of these.
Do you think he does the voice in Waterboy?
Yes. I think that we're
Okay.
going back to the voice.
Okay.
Huge voice this time. Especially because
Mm.
it's the water boy.
Yeah. So he's another man child again.
Yeah.
Which, like, honestly, so was Happy Gilmore was also a man child.
Yeah. But just in
It
like
was
a
just like
teenager way.
it was just dressed up because he was like being a pro golfer and trying to get money for his grandma. But it's like he's still a
Yeah.
fucking baby.
Sure.
All right.
Cool. So
So
until next time, do we do anything else besides our sign off here? All right. Well, until next time, watch out for the alligator that might eat your hand.
ah, damn, that was gonna be mine. And keep an eye out for the specter of Abraham Lincoln appearing over your house.
It could be anywhere.
and don't play golf.
Yeah, just don't
Thanks for
support
thanks
golf.
for watching.